Alright, so this is Have a Remade Elaborate by Tablez. This was originally just a SoundCloud single slash throwaway that he posted on April Fool's like last year, but then it eventually ended up being on his EP Are You Sure that he dropped a few months later. This song was produced by Aloha, and you can actually find the beat on his YouTube. So diving right in, let's get to the sample. This song samples a track by Boofpack Mookie. It's called Last Man Standing, and this is what it sounds like.
Give me some pay. I want my bitch, I don't know where we at. And I got a stick that don't care where we at. And I make play.
Very cool song. Anyway, what Aloha did to it was he just extracted the stems from the song and just got the melody out of it. FL actually has a native stem extractor, which I'm pretty sure he used, but if not, there's plenty of them that you can just find online. Anyway, after extracting the melody from the song, you just have to cut out the first 4 bars from the song and then time stretch it to 146 BPM. I believe the original song was around like 115 BPM, if my memory serves me correctly. And then after that, you just pitch it up 200 cents. As for mixing, there didn't seem like there was too much going on. I just put a low pass and a high pass and then just boosted some frequencies. And then after modifying it, this is what it should sound like after. I also forgot to mention that I put the declicking mode on generic. It just puts like a little fade in wherever you make a cut, just so it doesn't make that clicking transient noise. Now moving on to the drums, starting with the 808. I am 90% sure that the 808 was actually just the 808 that was extracted from the song. So when you extract the stems, also keep the bass, and then just give it the same exact treatment that you gave the extracted melody, pitching it up 200 cents, time stretching into 146, and then boosting the volume a little bit. Now moving on to the rest of the drums, we can start with the hi-hat. A lot of triplets in here. Next we got the clap. Sound effect that's normally used in Step Team. A vox. Another vox. This one's a common Step Team one.
Kick.
Another vox. Another sound effect. A perk. A snap. A rim. Something like a triangle, I think. Another sound effect slash perk. Another vox.
Okay.
And one last vox.
Goodbye.
These are what the drums sound like all together.
Goodbye. Okay.
And then finally down here we have this little automation clip. All this is linked to is a pretty mute too, which basically just mutes whatever's playing. It's pretty common in Step Team to have random mutes across the beat. This automation clip is looped every 2 bars for practically the entirety of the beat. And going back to the master, that reminds me, this kind of seems like a lot, but this is just Aloha's Step Team master. You can find it in his 15K kit. It's just in the master section. Aloha Step Team master. The only thing that I couldn't get right here is that he uses the T-Rax classic clipper, but I don't have that, so I just put a normal fruity soft clipper. There's also this sound shifter that's on the master. It's normally down 50 cents, but I just reset it to 0. I tried tweaking with like the sample and the drums to make it sound like it was all correctly pitched, but I couldn't see how this sound shifter was used, so I just reset it to 0 but kept it on here because it kind of affects the overall sound. It adds kind of like a grittiness to it. I don't really know how to explain it. And then this down here is just Aloha's tag, just because it was in the original beat. Now in this project I just arranged it to how the original beat was arranged, but while Tablez was recording he obviously extended it and like made cuts and stuff. So once I was done with this, I exported it all and brought the final product to a new project. This is what that looks like. It's really just a lot of looping, not too many cuts, just this one right here. Yeah, a lot of duplicating the beat to make it longer, and then just a simple fade out at the end. And then as for artist tags, Tablez just added the noir "We're counting on you."
We're counting on you.
And then all together, this is what the final product sounds like. And yeah, that's it. It's not completely accurate. There are some like very small details that I couldn't get right. Then I spent so much time trying to fix, but I gave up after a certain point. I think it sounds pretty close though, so I'll take it. Anyway, like I said, you can find the original beat on Aloha's YouTube channel. I'll link it down in the description. Shout out to Aloha. He's a very cool producer. And yeah.
Get him!
No!
Yeah, you're vegetable.
Dude, he's in a wheelchair.
That don't mean shit. Yo!
Oh, that was actually a...
Like, look at this fucking... Get the fuck down, Mexico!